I just want to cover one more thing, and I mostly chose this for you. You're talking about what senators might turn on him. Let's look at the willingness of some senators to stay strong in the face of the wild policy of Donald Trump. So if we go all the way back to January of 2017, Lindsey Graham tweeted, "Border security yes, tariffs no. Mexico is third largest trading partner. Any tariff we can levy, they can levy. Huge barrier to economic growth." And he went on to say, "Simply put, any policy proposal which drives up costs of Corona, tequila, or margaritas is a big time bad idea. Mucho sad, because you have to add a little bit of bizarre racism to your economic philosophy." But that's what he said. No, it makes no sense. We buy a lot of products from them and they'll just do it to us. It is pointless. And then Trump did the policy, and so he tweeted this: "I support President Trump's decision to impose tariffs on Mexico until they up their game to help us with our border disaster. The illegal flows from Central America must stop, and Mexico needs to do more." So again, a little bit of racism there.
No, but more importantly, of course, the point that John is making is there is no bottom to Lindsey Graham's barrel. Okay, let's put it that way. So he has to have someone he clings on to. And as we all know, before it was Joe Lieberman and Kelly Ayotte, and of course, famously John McCain. But now none of them are in the Senate, so he's found a new friend. And there's nothing he wouldn't do to further humiliate himself. I mean, he has now turned on everything that he has ever said. He called Trump a wacko and all these things. And now there's Jamie Harrison running against him on the Democratic side in South Carolina for that Senate seat. And he did a wonderful ad where he showed all the things that Lindsey Graham said before and about Trump and all these terrible things and all the ass-kissing things he has said recently. Now he's gonna have to update that after this.
I mean, think about that, last thing for me at least. That was in January 17th, so it was right after the election. He's still testing the winds of change for Lindsey Graham. He's like, who do I follow? John McCain is still here. His buddies are still hanging around, but he's like, man, I still had that thing with Donald Trump. I didn't think he'd get elected. Now he did. I'll kind of say some more things that I mean about him, and we'll see how that changes. But even when he did that then, there's still generalities that he has to come up with. So when we asked, what's Mexico supposed to do to fall in line with these tariffs? Trump said, until the flow into our country stop. All capitals. What does that mean? How many numbers is stop? So zero migrants coming to our country anymore? Which ones are illegal immigration? Which one is legal immigration? So first off, how do you gauge that number? Who's watching those numbers? We still need that wall in those desolate parts of the desert where people are just flowing across, throwing drugs and packs of drugs across the border. If we don't have that wall, which you still haven't built, how do you stop that? So if it's illegals running across the border, throwing drugs everywhere, if it hasn't stopped yet, how is Mexico gonna stop it? And then so they asked this question. One of the people said they need to increase security at the border with Guatemala. What does that mean? They need to crack down on criminal gangs that help migrants and help the United States more with asylum seekers. What does that mean? What numbers, if you can have a policy, there has to be an end game for that policy. So when these tariffs are lifted, what basis for all these parameters that Mexico has to do, when do they meet them? It's not a policy.
The relevant number is less than 100 points of IQ in our president. That is the fundamental issue that we're dealing with.
But people gonna just lap it up. People that know better, people that are smart, that know better will go, yeah, they need to stop it. Until they stop it, we're gonna they have numbers on the amount of tariffs they wanna put down on people. There's numbers on the amount of money we're gonna lose and consumers are gonna have to pay, but there's no number on how it stops.
Thanks for watching this free clip of the Young Turks. Don't forget to become a TYT member today. For more exclusive content, join now at tyt.com/join.